Hi, everyone. This is Ronnie and Ryan, Love and Dating Coach for Women, and I'm here this morning with Moira Hutchison, and she is a wellness coach. Why am I drawing a blank? Moira, fill me in more on what you're doing. Moira, I know you're doing wellness coaching, and you help people let go of things.
I do. That's my specialty. I actually call myself a mindset cultivator. I help you cultivate the ideas, the wisdom, the mindset that serves who you truly are, what you want, what
Nice.
direction is for you.
I love that. Mindset cultivator. That's awesome.
That sums it up a lot easier than saying I do this and I do a wee bit of this and
Yeah.
it's just too much.
Well, today what we're here for is the love forecast for July. Here we are in another new month. It's still summer. The weather's been actually finally really nice here.
Being beautiful.
Yeah, it's good for you too. That's good because all it did was rain in June. But here we are now. The weather's beautiful, and let's find out if the weather is good for love, so to speak. What's our forecast? So I thought I would just start with a bit about what's coming up, which is we're having a full moon on July 16th, and there's a partial lunar eclipse to go with it. And I know you have things to say about that too. So what I thought was interesting is I love looking up the names of the moons and their origins. And so the July moon has many names. One, it's called the thunder moon because July is the month that was typical for thunderstorms and lightning, of course. And I think that's a great visual for how things are going to be shaken up a little bit. And it becomes a time when you can really let go of the past, let go of old patterns, and make way for something new. The same is true for calling it the buck moon. And the buck moon is when the male deers drop their antlers and new ones grow. And that's another great kind of imagery, showing us
analogy
too. Yes, yeah. Showing us that it's a great time to start fresh and step into a new life, a new way of being, a new way of looking at things. So did you have something you want to say about the eclipse too?
Yes, because so the thing is as we're speaking right now, Ronnie, we're actually in between eclipses. So we're actually in a 2-week period right now between the solar eclipse, which was I think it was the 3rd, and then we have this whole big thing happening on the 16th. But this period in between, because we are planetary bodies, we are always affected by what's happening, whether it's a new moon or a full moon. So the thing about the period between eclipses is it's a time to go within. And so it's a time to let go. That's kind of the theme. The theme here is July itself is the first month of summer, real summer. And so this is a time of the blossoms, new things blossoming. So it's really time to let go of what's not truly you or part of the real authentic you. But it's also time to have fun. So maybe getting out of your head and overthinking things and coming into your heart. What would make your heart sing? I think that's a really good way to carry yourself through this moon or through this month. Wouldn't you, Ronnie?
Yes, for anybody who's been working hard, and I'm sure many of us have, about letting go and making plans for what you want and focusing on bringing in the energy or whatever, now this is your chance to really start to enjoy. You've planted a lot of seeds, as you were saying before, and so now is the time when you start to see things growing and flourishing. So it's a great time to look for love, to lighten up about it, let go of the old ways that you might have been using to find a man or find someone that you're looking for. Because if you can start fresh, if you can relax, if you can just be playful and have fun, that's the energy that attracts people into your life and would absolutely attract love in as well.
Absolutely. And the other thing about the relaxing and being playful is, Ronnie, we were speaking before we came on here about the fact that we're in Mercury Retrograde again. This is the second Mercury Retrograde of 2019. It started yesterday. And, I've made it my kind of mission to help people understand that Mercury retrogrades are a gift. They're not something so many people roll their eyes and, oh my God, communications are all going to go bad and computers are going to break and phones are going to get lost. And so it's because Mercury is all about communication. But the key piece is a retrograde is the appearance of going backwards. So you're not going backwards. Things are not breaking. Watch your patterns. Watch what you say about yourself. So it's all about pausing, taking things a little bit slower. How are you thinking about yourself? What kind of words do you use to describe yourself? And if you see things coming up, like patterns that you thought were long gone, like Ronnie was just saying about us all doing personal work, but sometimes little gremlins come up. If it's happening during a Mercury retrograde, it's a gift of a do-over to say, what did I miss the last time I came through this? And then you can finally let it go once and for all. So to me, it's a nice cleansing, clearing energy to say, now I get to take stock of what I really need. What's important in my communications, outer communication, speaking out to other people, as well as my inner dialogue. So
Yeah.
nicely timed, I think.
Oh, good. I agree about the inner dialogue. I've been working a lot with clients lately on inner dialogue. And, so many of us say terrible things to ourselves, and we don't realize how bad we treat ourselves. And then we wonder why other people don't treat us well. It all starts with the self-love. So I have been working with a lot of my clients on, first of all, an awareness of how they speak to themselves.
Right.
And then how to catch themselves and, shift to be more supportive, more appreciating. How about kinder, even just kinder to yourself?
Kinder, absolutely.
Yeah, because we're so often so intensely critical and have such high expectations for ourselves. And I think that's another thing that would be great to let go of and make a shift in this time period. I read a little bit about the astrology. I'm not like a super aficionado or anything, but did talk about how the moon has, while the sun's moving into Cancer, has moved into Cancer, the moon is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. I'm a Capricorn. And it's a time to take responsibility and ownership of what's yours and what you want or whatever. And at the same time, and I think this is so beautiful how they dovetail, Cancer part is all about taking care of yourself.
Nurturing yourself, absolutely. Nurturing yourself, being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Being loving, absolutely.
And self-care and that kind of thing. So the point being is that July looks like a month definitely for self-love, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But if you can just relax and let go and feel more, just friendly and go with the flow so that you can let go of all that stuff that might have been getting in your way and just let whatever is be and just enjoy what happens. And so just enjoy men for who they are and what they bring to the party, so to speak, when you're meeting them, and not put all that pressure on, is he the right one? And could he be the man I've been looking for? And all of those things that we do that create these pressure situations that sort of take all the fun out of meeting new people and dating.
And so, the other piece that was just coming to mind as you were sharing that, Ronnie, was a conversation I had with a client yesterday. We were talking about this inner dialogue piece, and she was telling me that she wished her husband would speak to her in a certain way or treat her in a certain way. And I asked her, do you do that to him? And she said, no. And so this is a really important part about the inner dialogue, because here she is saying, oh, this relationship's wrong for me because he won't do these things for me. But really what's going on is she's not willing to do it for herself or share. And so that's the other part about authentic communication. And perhaps this could be something that you look at during the Mercury retrograde is, am I really being authentic and working with integrity of saying, I would like to be treated in a certain way? Are you willing to treat another in that certain way yourself? Are you willing to treat yourself in that certain way yourself? So this is all interwoven. There's always so many interweaving energies about it,
Yeah, I really agree. And I know sometimes I catch myself thinking about what I wish my husband would do or whatever, and then I have to always look within. Like every time I have a complaint about him, I know I need to look at myself. Like, where am I contributing to that? Or where could I make a shift and open up to something else? Or how could I give him what I want so that maybe it'll come back to me, that kind of thing. So I am aware of that. I'm not always aware, but I definitely have moments where I wake up and I go, oh, yeah, I need to do more of that.
Yeah. So we're talking about in relationship, but it actually, to me, it applies even if you're dating or looking to date, because my whole theme with this is that we teach people how to treat us.
Oh, yeah.
And so if we're being treated in a way that we don't like, then you do have to look within. What am I doing or what am I not doing that's creating this? It's not the other person's fault.
Or another option is this, if this isn't how I want to be treated, why am I putting up with it?
Absolutely. Well said. You're completely right. Yes.
And I talk to people. I've had a lot of questions on my blog lately that are about that. Oh, like this guy, he's 3 years, he's been on and off. And so I have to gently say, yes, but you allowed the on and off. And if you don't like the on and off, that's clearly what he's into. So it might be time to walk away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think that's another big piece, especially if you're dating, is since we're in the process of always, like, that's why I say the minute you get to know somebody, you're already establishing your energy pattern of how the two of you are going to relate.
Yeah.
So don't think you're going to fix it later. You have to be present in it now and think about if you don't like how something is going, or if you don't like how you're being treated, look within to see what you might be projecting, but also consider that might not be the person for you. It might be an indication that that's not a good match. So it could be both.
Yeah. And if it's not the right match, not to feel down on yourself, just to know that you're getting closer to the right one.
Right? Oh, I am a huge believer in that. You really stepped it, because I am a big fan of always saying every man you meet brings you one man closer to the right man for you. And it sure was that way for me when I was looking to meet all those men. I met my husband. Then that's often what kept me going, because I really believe deep inside that love was my destiny. I talk to my clients about this all the time. You must believe love is your destiny, because that way every man you meet is bringing you one man closer. Yeah. So absolutely, I don't think any of it's a waste. I think we learn a lot.
Absolutely. And so as we've been discussing this, Ronnie, I've been shuffling the Soulful Woman cards here to just...
Oh, I love these.
Yeah, me too. I just thought that this would be a lovely time to just see what kind of, because these will give us an affirmation too. Oh, this is perfect. The one that's come up is Sanctuary.
Oh, beautiful.
Isn't that perfect? That's gorgeous artwork too. And so the affirmation for us here is my inner sanctuary, or in my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort. Isn't that perfect for what we've just been discussing?
Yeah.
I love that.
It's lovely. And another aspect that I, in my research for the full moon and the eclipse, came up about grounding. And so in your sanctuary, that'd be a great, there you're peaceful and you can be grounded and connect to the earth energy and clear yourself out. So all of that all works together. And then get out there and be playful and have fun, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pull a card too. So wait a minute. Repeat one more time. What did it say? What was the affirmation?
I just put it away. Oh, here it is. So I said, in my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort.
Great. And once you connect, then go outside and have a good time. Because once you're really connected like that, you're so much more authentic and magnetic and attractive. You can't lose. So when you go out feeling good, clear, peaceful, and connected and grounded, that's the best time to meet somebody. So
you're present. You're completely present. Yes.
So let me pull a card too for the month of July. We're doing the love forecast. So let's just see what else is coming up about that. Oh. So this is my, I don't know if you can see this, the deck is the Elemental Wisdom, and that is the grapes. And so for me, I think of the grapes as You know, sometimes you want to be one of the bunch. Sometimes you whine and maybe you want to think that, you know. Sometimes it's just time to recognize it's okay to pick the fruit of your efforts and enjoy it. It, like you were talking about blossoming.
Yeah, that's what I felt when you pulled that. Is the blossoming? It's the fruit being
Yes,
being
it's
mature.
yeah,
Right?
it's really coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, when I see that bunch of grapes, I think there's definitely sweetness on the horizon. You
Sweet.
know, and
Yes.
it's very, very exciting personally, because, you know, when it's time to harvest that, that is the most amazing thing. So they're getting enriched and filled, and there's sweetness, so that eventually that sweetness will just burst in your mouth and you're on the way to that. So this looks like a really good month to find love.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we wish you an amazing month of July.
We sure do. Yes,
Awesome.
and find ways to be happy. Get out in the sunshine. You know, spend time near some water. That's always good for you. Make sure you get out and move.
Move it is good. Yeah. That's
Real
it. That's that. I love the summer myself, and I do. I make sure that I get outside as much as I can. I think it's so important, and that's part of the grounding piece too. Help
yes,
you get grounded.
absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, so we wish you love and fun and enjoy your summer. And we'll be back at the beginning of next month to tell you what's in store for August.
Absolutely. Have a great month, Ronnie.
You too, and everyone else who's watching, thank you for being with us. Share with your friends, and we'll talk to you next month. Take care, Moira, and thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.